Hi everybody and welcome to another by Pen and Paper Streams. I'm Rogue Gamer and this is Return to Monkey Island. This is one of the most famous LucasArts games. LucasArts made the Monkey Island series and the other people picked up on it and all that. And I'm finally getting a chance to get through this, or like that, experience the first hour of it. Because I've kind of gotten this from the developers a while ago, and sorry guys, thank you for the game, thank you for the review, but it kind of get pushed around with all the other things that I had to do. So, but we're finally here. We're gonna enjoy the comedy, we're gonna enjoy the fun stuffs, and we're gonna play to this. But first things first, a few settings that I noticed that are like standard stuff. Sound settings cool, video yeah. This is nice, like text speech, displays name, blah blah. But yeah, this is kind of funny. They have an option for like writer's cut, more bladder, more spacing. I have no idea what it is. I probably like want to finish the game once and then get through this to just like experience it. But this is technically the third game in the series. So let's go back in time. Ooh, I don't have the effect, so I need to create it with my mod. So, the first Monkey Island came out in the 1990. Secret of Monkey Island. Literally the year I was born. But the next game came out, Monkey Island 2, LeChuck's Revenge, a year after. You can play both of those. They have like HD remake, remasters, so you know you can, and then you can still switch to the old version and to the new one, which is amazing. But technically this is supposed to be like a story between LeChuck's Revenge and the Curse of Monkey Island, which was the third game. Because I think like at the end of the second game, Guybrush gets turned into like a puppet or something, or I forgot, and like this game should explain how he came back or something like that. But after that we have, after like the Curse of the Monkey Island, we have Escape from Monkey Island, and then Tales of Monkey Island, which was done by Telltale. So this was kind of fished around to different studios, like after the initial run of the people who made the first two games, and not technically, the people who made came back to do this. So I'm expecting a lot of weird ass humor and out there puzzles and all of that, but at some point we're gonna be going through all of the games. I would like to do them in kind of chronological order, not of when they came out, but with how the story goes. So at some point, once we finish the first two games, I'm gonna come back to this, and then some other ones. That's pretty much, I think, what I can and what I should share with you. The thing we have, if you never played any of the Monkey Islands and want to dive into them, and this is gonna be your first game, we have a scrapbook.
Hey, want to see my Mighty Pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures.
Guybrush Threepwood has something for us, so let's check this out.
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate.
Guybrush. Mighty pirate Guybrush Threepwood.
That's me, Guybrush Threepwood.
Mighty pirate.
That's me, Guybrush Threepwood. In the old days, you became a pirate by completing 3 trials to prove your worth. Treasure hunting is important for any pirate. The pirate leaders were in charge of the 3 trials, acting as judge, jury, executioner, and devoted grog tasters.
Mostly grog tasters.
The test of thievery involved breaking into the governor's mansion. The security was heavy. Mastering sword fighting was more a matter of wits than agility. This is when I met Elaine, the love of my life. She was... In the old days, you became a pirate by completing 3... This is when I met Elaine, the love of my life. She was governor at the time.
No subtitles here. That's kind of annoying.
Things took an unexpected turn while I was working on the 3 trials. Elaine was kidnapped and taken to Monkey Island by the nefarious ghost pirate LeChuck.
LeChuck!
I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island to save Elaine.
This is kind of spoilers, but I don't care.
LeChuck thought he was in love with Elaine. My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified. My first ship was the... Monkey Island was a steaming volcanic mystery, covered with jungle and not found on any map. There were some people living there who claimed to be cannibals, but I think it was just a show for the tourists.
Yeah, mostly.
You had to brew a special potion just to find Monkey Island. I made some substitutions, but it got us there just the same. The monkey head opened with a special key that you stuck in its ear. On the island was a gigantic monkey head statue with hidden catacombs underneath. LeChuck's ghostly ship was anchored in a lake of lava hidden beneath the island's surface. I met an old castaway there, Herman Toothrot. He and the locals wrote a lot of indignant letters to each other. We wound up back on Melee Island for the stunning conclusion to my first big adventure. I made it to the church just in time to stop the wedding. Or so I thought. That turned out Elaine already had everything under control. How does she do that? I defeated LeChuck, and he basically exploded. By then, I had learned that ghosts like LeChuck are vulnerable to root beer. Just trust me, it works, okay?
It works.
It was the beginning of something magical. These are from the time I went to find the treasure of Big Whoop. I met my good friend Wally, who makes maps, and I stole his monocle. Good times. I met my good friend Wally. The mysterious voodoo lady at the International House of Mojo taught me to make a voodoo doll, which came in handy more than once. The map to the treasure had been torn into 4 pieces, which, let's face it, is about as piratey as it gets. Elaine always seems to know when I need her. Again, it came down to just me and LeChuck at the end. He was using magic, but then, so was I. One time, Elaine got turned into a statue. Well, LeChuck was behind it, of course. The guy never gives up. The fact that he turned her into a statue tells me LeChuck doesn't really love Elaine. He thinks of her as furniture. I got eaten by a snake. I erupted a volcano on purpose. It was around this time that I met Murray, the allegedly all-powerful demonic skull, after a rousing sea battle. I got buried alive. Things backfired on LeChuck, because Elaine and I got married when it was all over. This was a great day, though in retrospect we shouldn't have had the scumbar handle the catering. It's either Elaine's wedding veil or my handkerchief. Liga, this is the daisy we stomped on together. It's either Elaine's wedding veil or my handkerchief. We got them to match. This is the daisy we stomped on together. Wedding traditions are weird. I wrote a great haiku for the wedding invitation. I don't know why you have to have candy-coated almonds at a wedding, but apparently you do. Elaine and me together forever. The daggers are symbolic of cutting through troubles, I think. Oh man, this was that crazy time LeChuck teamed up with an Australian billionaire and tried to use a mystical talisman to make Elaine his bride.
I don't even remember some of these.
Everything started because they thought Elaine was dead, so they held an election to replace her. The ultimate insult wasn't really ultimate, or even an insult at all. Or was it? LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. I made a goofy monster out of prosthetic body parts. It didn't help with anything, but I had fun doing it. Then there was the time I accidentally let loose LeChuck's pox over the entire Caribbean. Or so it seemed.
Was it the second or third game? Maybe that's the third. Maybe this is after the third game, actually. I may have mistaken myself.
I had to wear a hook for a while. It came in handy. The death card doesn't usually represent literal physical death, except when it does. I went on trial for my life on 4 separate charges. I defended myself, of course. Here's that voodoo doll from the end of my Big Whoop adventure.
Or this might be covering all the games instead of just the first 2 or 3.
I defeated LeChuck with this. His leg came off as easy as tearing a loaf of bread.
Note to self, get more paper for the rest of my adventures. Nice. Good way to introduce people to the game and to the wackiness, but not exactly telling everything that's happened, or like giving away puzzles and solutions, like the insult sword fighting, which is amazing. But let us dive into the game and see what kind of wild and wacky things we can get ourselves into. So, casual mode. All the story and all the fun, but with casual puzzles for the busy on the go player. Hard mode. More puzzles, harder puzzles. The full monkey for the pro adventure gamer who wants it all. Hard mode. Ah. Okay, let's see how fast I fail. Prelude. An unexpected story begins. The game is not telling you. I must tell you.
Take this, Woodchuck!
Boy brush.
Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
Alright, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
What's next?
Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we
There's-
ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of
Big
my
Boop
eyes.
amazing.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real.
This looks like modern day stuff. Also, where is the... Let me check. No, I can't go into options.
Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's
Where are
creepy.
the subtitles?
Yes, sir. Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow.
Okay, the options? No. Okay, pause. Can I go back into options? Can I just leave? No, okay, the options are not there.
I
Okay, what did I fuck up? Can I get more subtitles? Can I get all of the subtitles? Speech text size, yeah, can
It's
I?
got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
That is weird. What? How the fuck do we not have? Okay, previously on feature. Oh, to explain what's happened. But text and speech, text and speech. Speech text backing, size, hover, display speaker's name, yes, dialogue, choices. I have no idea why we don't have like subtitles continue.
Exhibit removed. Aww.
Wow, the rat's enjoying itself.
Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
Yeah, let's get scurvy dogs instead. I'm hungry.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
Nah, I want to get scurvy dogs.
Okay, let's go get scurvy dogs.
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog.
This is a weird start, I didn't expect this. Also, we can discuss something important, kind of, sort of, to a point. The new art style and the design. Like, that was very
Some
much...
places you go have scurvy dogs with cheese inside.
Nice, thank you, Chucky. Yeah, there was a very big contempt and rage on some internet sites, which I should mention, about the art style and the look and all that. Yes, it is different, it is weird, but Monkey Island was always that, and they've changed the art style and the look and all that a few times, if I am not
I
mistaken.
once had the hiccups
So,
for 4 days straight.
and like this is fine, this is okay. Like, I'm not, you know, that weirded out that it's changed. Like, I like this kind of art style. It's very well art, but it's also nice and it can depict the, you know, the game. Wow, check out those glasses. What's with the two? Oh, I have two options.
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
Make fun of these glasses, man.
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
I don't see very well, but I can hear just fine. You kids better have money.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of money. can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of 8, that's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Good for you. You can have a couple of dogs if you give me one.
Please? Can't you spare something for
Oh
a couple
gosh.
of hungry kids?
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't like kids.
Of
I'm
course.
an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
Never
I
mind.
guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it.
Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit?
I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
He took his bag
It
like.
says, return outhouse key when finished, or else.
Okay.
How much are those chicken foot fries?
Chicken foot fries are 2 pieces of 8.
How much is a mug of grog?
Grog's for grown-ups. Beat it.
In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut.
What should we do next?
Let's look for change in the outhouse. Maybe we can find.
Okay, outhouse. Oh, that's the outhouse.
It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket.
I can stand on my head.
To do this, buy scurvy dogs, find coins. This is nice. It's very, very, very nice to play
Good.
this game.
You unlocked it.
Wow.
Ugh, what is this stuff? Smells the same as the toilet.
I once ate 2 scurvy dogs.
It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
I thought it was a piece of 8 at first. It looks just like a fake coin. It's almost as good as a real coin. Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way. You do it.
Okay. Ugh.
That's an outhouse.
Gross.
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
I don't see any coins, and I'm not putting my hands in that. Please wash hands before leaving outhouse.
Oh wow, yeah, no. And that, no. No need to return this.
Hey, look! I'm returning the key.
You want a medal?
Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
Back like a chimney. Look at you. God damn it, really?
What can we get with this?
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours.
Oh, this is like Ren and Stimpy animation and things. Jeez.
This is the perfect food. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Well, we've been everywhere.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
No way.
Exhibit removed.
Nothing over here. Anything I missed with the interactables?
At home, I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a hole.
I wonder if this is drinking water. Hey, Chucky, get ready to run.
Akira.
I guess they don't like visitors. Hey, Chucky, get ready to run.
Any change?
I guess
No.
they don't like visitors. Sounds real. Sounds real. Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Boo!
Ha! He's dead to the world.
These are some funny images and fun stuff.
That's my friend D. Hey, D.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do. Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
Okay, let's see what we got on the list. Ooh, wow. Mess around and explore. Check out the anchor. Beat Chucky in a race. Feed the duck. Add some sauce. This is not even Monkey Island. This is like kids playing around Monkey Island. Practice sword fighting. Find a 4-leaf clover. Make a wish at the wishing well. Find our real parents. Talk about the anchor. Let's talk about the anchor. That's first.
That's a cool anchor. That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then, people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is
Sleeping.
actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies. But the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you've made port at an invisible city. Yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
That is cute. If you missed anything, you can press to see previous lines. Oh, that is interesting. Oh, yeah. I don't like how they've designed the UI or like the showing of text. Like, the thing is, they don't exit it. It's good to have this big text and all that, but usually I'm used to having it, you know, right down there. So just there, down on the down. Not splattered in the middle of the screen, so you know you can see what's happening or what's where. So
At home,
that
I've got a collection
yeah,
of
this
old
kind of
Scurvy Dog
sucks.
sticks that fills a whole shoebox.
Like maybe if I go to options and I lower the size, so speech text size, blacking light, yeah, hover text size also small. I'm okay. Yeah, this is more manageable. This is kind of good. Not too intrusive, I think. Is she gonna
That's a
talk?
cool anchor.
Oh no. What's the skip? What's
That
the
just
skip?
shows. Did you know they were used? They started
Skip.
then, but you can still find the old on a modern
Skip.
app.
Why is that button? I don't know. Please
The
skip.
word skip.
Oh thank God. Okay, let's race Chuck. That's something fun.
Hey Chucky, wanna race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, we just had to click.
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
Please stop, please.
Hey, hands off. That's our bread.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Do you have some of your bread to
Do
feed
we
the
have
duck?
some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Will you pretend to be our parents again?
What do you mean, again?
run along and find your real parents.
That happens to kids. Right.
Don't feed the duck. I want to feed the duck!
Yuck.
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs.
Okay, let's... Can I have a button for inventory?
You're not gonna touch the ground with your scurvy dog.
No, of course not. Gross.
Oh,
You should
pick
put
up
that
this.
on your scurvy dog.
Okay, we did that for some reason.
Do not pick the four-leaf clovers. As if! Let's look for a four-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I see it. It's literally in the middle of the field.
I found one!
Awesome.
There was still one left? Darn.
I want to save 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
Practice sword fighting. Yes.
Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level.
I win.
I win!
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
Insert sword
Did
fighting.
you know
It
you
is.
can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit?
Okay, we still need to feed the ducks. We need to find our parents. Oh, a real coin.
I should throw my coin in and make a wish.
Okay, come on, inventory.
Maybe I should throw this down the wishing well.
I wish Chucky had a mustache. I wish Lee would disappear. I wish for a cool plant. I wish for another scurvy dog. I wish we could speak backwards. Oh, all of these are gonna happen probably. I wish for a cool plant.
I wish for a cool plant.
A plant? What a waste of a wish.
Ooh.
I take it back. That was the best.
That was funny.
That was cool. I wish I had another coin.
I wish I saved, so I could do the other things as well. It sucks, but yeah. Well, what's in the basket?
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have
Of
half
course.
a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah,
Okay.
blah, blah,
Stop. Stop.
blah.
Stop.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah,
Yes,
blah,
that's literally
blah,
what kids
blah,
hear.
blah, blah,
It's not
blah.
even funny how true that
Blah,
is.
blah.
Absolutely.
Certainly hope you'll have better manners in the future.
Oh, I wonder if that's like...
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days have no regard for personal...
Gotta run.
Yeet.
How rude.
Ah, that was it. I should have thought. I should have used my brains. Please, Duck, do something amazing.
It looks full. It looks full. It looks full.
Ah, I wanted to feed the duck more. Let's see what do we have left. Okay, yeah, we've done everything. This was faster than I thought. This is like basically tutorial, teaching you how to play, how to do stuff. Combining items, doing items, using, distracting people to get this. Ah, of course, Guybrush is... Boy Brush. Is he his friend or his brother? Because that would be funny. Yeah, that's Guybrush Threepwood. That's his dad.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Ah,
Hey,
yeah.
kids. Having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop. Oh boy, that takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asked me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go, walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
It's good artwork. It's good art style. I don't mind. The storytelling and the jokes are what makes the game fun, like real fun. So, and I am having fun with this. Oh boy, it's the old place. Come on, music. I love that music. Jesus, even with this remaster or whatever. Friendly Place. Dream of the Love, part 1. I love that music.
Feels good to be back on Melee Island. The hub
you just
of
teleport
pirating
there?
in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case.
Literally
Hi.
just started.
I'm Guyver
First game.
Streetwood. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Well, you know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
Well, he doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him.
Chuck came up a zombie. He's an evil zombie ghost pirate out of the seas. That means the whole career. The guy steals all my best ideas.
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me. LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Like
Oh,
the tiny
I
hands are
thought
kind
you
of funny.
weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's
Technically.
not the point. He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog
Wow.
and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
Wow, this is like really rehashing a lot of the old ground. Which I don't know, maybe good, maybe not. The to-do list is okay. As a point-and-click game, and especially what I had issues with the old Monkey Islands, is you have no idea what you're doing at the moment. Absolutely no idea. Like you have some kind of ideas, but that's like, well, I need to learn insult sword fighting or something like that. Steps? What are steps? You just go and do shit, and maybe you'll figure it out. And most of the point-and-click games usually don't have any to-do lists or any quests or anything. You're basically just going through adventure, and some are like linear. So you're at a place, you do a puzzle, you continue. You do a place, you do a puzzle, continue. Place, puzzle, continue. Place, puzzle, continue. So it's kind of linear. But some open worldish, like open point-and-click games, kind of get the point of you losing yourself. You have no idea what you're doing unless you're playing that like for the next 3 days or however long it takes you. 3 months it takes you to finish the game. So like the old Runaway, like on the Pendulum games and all that, you don't really have that much of a point. You just kind of go around in a big area and figure stuff out. Like Melee Island is pretty big, so I'm not like surprised that we have this, and it's probably gonna branch out and branch some other stuff that you need to complete. So like talk to pirate leaders, use wads of cash to outfit expedition, find secret monkey life. It's gonna, be bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's cool that you have that. Like it is. My state of art pen.
The pen is mightier than the sword. I've got a few coins for incidentals.
Nice. Voice acting is great and all that. I can't even say anything bad about it. But yeah, it's good to have the to-do list. I'm not gonna say that's a bad thing. It might just be a little bit revealing for some people, but it's okay.
My business right now is down those stairs, with 3 pirate leaders and the fat wad of cash they're gonna give me. I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you. I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
Cute
Hi
little
there,
guy.
little guy.
Hi.
Mini lookout. Damn, they remade a lot of the old game.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's tough on toughness. I better get cracking if I want to get to the secret before that scheming blackguard. I'll talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what LeChuck is up to.
Okay. This is a bit annoying where you need to go through some things when you can just go explore and do puzzles in whichever way you want. Ah yeah, there they are. They've changed them? Rocking change of the tune?
Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate
Nice.
leaders. Get lost.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you?
Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Their symbols are funny.
Where are the 3 older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
Interesting.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition. Who is it that you think you are exactly?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison. Wait, it was Captain Madison? a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing.
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were
Oh,
Captain
goddamn.
Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him? Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
He's much older looking here than he's supposed to be, like, for other games, I think. I don't know, it's a weird place for this game. I don't know when I'm gonna be playing it exactly. Exactly, it's a raid.
Exactly, it's a raid.
Fine. Well, don't keep us in suspense. What's the target?
Now these are the choices and consequences they've added this.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
Prize value, incredible cultural value. Mystery for the ages, personal passion of mine, I really want to find it.
It's a prize of incalculable monetary value.
I don't know about incalculable. Quick, who can count to 0 the fastest?
Funny.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out.
Can you make it worthwhile? Help me hire a crew.
I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
Backing. And with backing it will work out.
With backing, I can work it out. It's a surefire investment.
Kickstarter.
Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
Triple your money or your money back. Nothing is nothing.
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies.
Oh, is this gonna be the plot of the game? Are we gonna have to actually join his crew?
Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better.
They had trials, yeah.
The name seems to fit even better than it used to.
Alas, the Scamba. Okay, what does it say? Get or find a ship. Let's browse the docks.
How clever.
The ship.
How clever.
It actually says less ship. Job
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short a swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
There could be a gunner.
I could be the gunner. Oh, I'd be great at that. Boom, boom.
You look a little scrawny. What do you bench?
Bench? No problem. I sat on one for 12 hours once. I can take it.
I have a lot to do today.
How about ship surgeon?
I assume you have some kind of medical degree?
Not.
Is that a definite requirement?
Sorry.
I'd make a great bosun.
Exactly what qualifications have you got for that?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. Okay, maybe 8.
Don't waste my time, okay?
I could be second mate.
Do you honestly have any idea what a second mate does?
Goes to store
No.
openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated.
I thought so.
Maybe Swabby's not so bad after all.
The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Sweet Andrew LeChuck.
Andrew
No,
LeChuck. No relation.
No
What a
relation.
coincidence. LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm sorry. Can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
Aw.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused.
Just like.
Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop.
We are gonna get.
I hope this isn't one of those party cruises.
We're definitely getting on the ship. Let's check to the to-do list. Solve the problem. Quartermaster recognizes me, won't hire me. Get him up. Seize LeChuck's ship is the earliest opportunity.
Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship. No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4.
Okay.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Plot thickens. What happens? What is happening? Oh, is that?
Elaine?
Guybrush! Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
Well, a little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
Aren't they married? Let's hope you get turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in mine.
Ooh.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
Weird.
You won't believe how I'm getting to Monkey Island.
I've known you a long time. Try me.
I'm planning to sign on to LeChuck's crew, mutiny them, and take the ship.
Oh dear. Isn't there an easier way?
Oh, trust me, that is the easy way.
Yes, it is.
Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
No, you say bye first.
No, you say bye first.
Okay, let's see how.
No, you say bye first.
Let's see how long we can do this.
You say bye first.
It's like I have a few minutes to do this.
No, you say bye first.
Okay. Bye.
Aha!
Bye.
We won. Well, it was an empty victory.
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. It doesn't look finished. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers.
Fair enough. She would. Going out of business?
Going out of business? This place is an institution. They're having a half-off sale. Well, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally and historically accurate. The sign says so. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises.
Oh.
This was my favorite novelty store. Oh, yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now.
Even stop clock is right.
If any clock were the exception to that rule, it would be this one. Looks like Wally's got a new place in Melee. I hope he's not still sore about the monocle. Looks like Wally's got a new place in Melee. If any clock were the exception to that rule, it would be this one.
Let's see what's over on the high street. Meanwhile, on LeChuck's ship.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done. Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait, let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
They're still getting on board.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories.
Same?
The note says,
okay, so it's the same. Explore the dark alley.
It seems to be stuck closed.
Anything else? Need to sign, okay?
Employees only. Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work. Looks sort of like an eye.
Locksmith, visit the jail. And there's a lot of old places. Ooh, take the back way into the island interior. Oh, Governor's Mansion. Oh, nice. We have a map of Melee, so we can go wherever we want. Shipyard. Forest.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
So yeah, this is what I've been saying when I said it's technically a good thing to have a to-do list in this game, because we have like probably a location there, which...
Meathook's museum is gone. So is the cable to his island. It's just as well, given the worldwide rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle shortage.
I remember that stupid puzzle. But yeah, you have like this location, this. Not everything is interactable, or you can find some useful things in, but most you should. So having like a to-do list which progressively like increases and folds in, folds out is a good thing. Because the first time when you play this game and you play like the first Monkey Island, you will have a lot of locations like this. Maybe I think even maybe not more, but like you will have a lot of locations, and having a chance to know what you're doing is good. Otherwise, you will need to really remember what you're doing.
I think it's a chandelier.
This is probably important. Let's visit the
A
jail.
visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood? Ha-ha!
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice.
They're really joking on each other.
Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic! You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Yeah, I'm sort of planning on hijacking an existing crew instead of recruiting one. But maybe I can spring you anyway, for old time's sake.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I noticed you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
Well, except the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
Probably it's his number 3 priority. Oh, it's not even on the to-do list. Ah. In any case, I mean, we're getting close
Watch
to an
your
hour.
boots in here, son. It's like a swamp, without the clean parts.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Sorry to see you,
Sorry
Jay.
to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Okay, don't worry about it. I've already got a plan to steal a ship from LeChuck.
Well, if you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Melee Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Fair enough.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing.
This is subtle comedy. This is nice. Like, it's sometimes some things are predictable, and then he just jams you with subtle comedy.
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice.
Good advice. Yeah, that's good advice.
See you later.
Yep.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping. It says jail rules. I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
Yeah. Cool.
Eek! A spider. Ugh, it's that same spider. Ah, it's that spider again. Ugh, I simply don't like looking at that spider. Ah, every time I look at it, it's somehow worse. Yikes! Why do I keep looking at it? Yikes! Why do I keep looking at it?
So many lines for literally
How's your day going?
Just fucking that. I'm having fun. This is fun. Like, okay, before this recording or whatever, recently, I don't know when these episodes are gonna come out or whatever. I'm bad at this, but I played the new Tales from the Borderlands, and their comedy was, like, something was good, but most of it was bad. This is funny. This is cute. This is entertaining. This is fun. It's not that I like love Monkey Island more than Borderlands. They're very good games. I like them both. But this is a simple kind of comedy that is well written. It is well done. You have like those like small jabs and small commentary and like adding unexpected things to the lines. So like, this is a fun game. If you played Monkey Island, I think you're gonna be well, very much back into the old graffiti everywhere.
What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that? Elaine would never have stood for this when she was governor. This place has kind of gone downhill.
Yep. But this is this is literally for all the old fans, and the art style is. It's fine. It's good. I don't know why everybody was complaining about it. Yeah, it doesn't look exactly like the first two games. It doesn't look like the last few games. The games have changed art style and like kept some similarities to it. This is still Guybrush Threepwood. Well, maybe more like a 5 o'clock shadow he could have shaped, but like it's still Monkey Island. It's recognizable. Like I recognize all of these locations from playing the first game for just a little while, and it's the commentary is good. It's funny. It's interesting. You get to meet old characters and new characters. Probably at some point. The plot is pretty simple. Just the to-do list is useful. You don't need to look at it all the time, but you know, you can check it if you get lost, or if you play this and then stop and play this after like 3 months or something. You know what you need to do technically. So it is a good game. It is well made. I would recommend this, like as a point and click game. If you never played this, or if you never played any of the Monkey Islands, even with the scrapbook, even with like him talking to all the characters and being like, oh, I remember you from this, or we did this together, or this, it can be still a little bit confusing, because again, you can say words but you don't have any actions. You haven't been through these adventures with these characters, so you don't have that nostalgic or at least remembering point. if you played all the other Monkey Islands and you just want another one with it similar or same, this is kind of samey comedy, and seeing some old characters and maybe new ones, I think this is an amazing addition to the series. It's just Devolver Digital publishes everything that's good. I have no idea when they're gonna publish something bad. And I mean, Ron Gilbert is back. I wish gamers and like we weren't such assholes to him over like Twitter and stuff like that, because Twitter sucks. So he wouldn't leave because he showed this new. Look, I honestly, when he announced new Monkey Island, I absolutely did not care about the visuals. I cared that it was gonna be a fun puzzle and adventure game, and it is. Even with the thing where he's talking to his son, to Boybrush, and all that, just like Mancomb something beer that he meant to do, but never mind. It's like, even with that kind of like jumping back and forth to the future and to the past and all that, even with that, it's still like a fun way to tell a story. It's a fun way to present this, and it kind of fixes on the point that this game came out after so many other adventures that he had. So it's like, oh, we're not just gonna squeeze this in and see how it fits. We're gonna be like, oh, well, this stuff happened, and we're gonna kind of like tell it as a story, like a lost story or something like that. Which again, it's fine. Like, I have no problems with that. The art style is very expressive, very fun, very cartoony, very interesting. Like, this is not like you have the old Scooby-Doo show, and then you have the Mystery Incorporated, which is an upgrade of the style, but still keeps the visuals pretty on check with the old ones. It upgrades, it does them maybe even better, but still, keeps it to the old design. And I have no idea what's the name of the latest, the shittiest Scooby-Doo show. I think it's the new Scooby-Doo show, or it's What's Up Scooby or something like that. People who watched know the ugly ass, but ugly, complete redesign of the characters, of like them looking, bug-eyed and weird and all that. Like, that design kind of sucks, but it is also combined with the characters' actions, and it's combined with the character presentation. Like, I would stomach that design if the characters did not suck themselves. Unlike Mystery Incorporated, which is actually very interesting. So we have Guybrush Threepwood back here as Guybrush Threepwood. So that means, we didn't lose anything. It's still him. It's still the useless Guybrush Threepwood we know. It's still a lot of people that we know. It's still Stan with his, harms and all of that. Everything is still here. The Melee Island is pretty much still here. And everything is recognizable. Like, if you go to the first game and you walk these dogs, you will pretty much recognize everything on spot. There's even some Easter eggs and visual cues to the old games. I mean, this is on point. This is probably what they wanted. But it doesn't look like it's like, oh, everything is the same. We've been through this island a lot, and we're probably gonna be through this island a lot. The openness is again back. You're gonna do a lot of puzzles with a lot of different people to complete this. Like, we have pretty simple tasks, like literally get a mop, get on the ship, get a mask, but some kind of mask. But you're gonna be, the moving is cool. The moving is very fast. You don't lose time on this if you've gotta go to a lot of places, and you will have to go to a lot of places. But all of that is very good. Like, you're again exploring a lot, doing a lot of puzzles, figuring out the logic of this insane place. And I just want to see more. Like, I want to go through this game, but after I complete all the other games and everything. So yeah, I would definitely recommend Monkey Island. Again, if you want something weird and funny and weird, and you never played Monkey Island, sure, you can jump into this. It's a new game. If you are a fan, definitely get this. The art style absolutely has no issues on that. Like, even gives you a chance to enjoy it in a different way, or see some people in a different light, or simply, you know, I really did not expect this to be Telltale, you know, animated style, but this is even maybe not, I can't say if it's better, I'm not an art critic, but it is good. It is good. It is Monkey Island. Like, this is Monkey Island. It doesn't need to be realistic. I didn't expect that. This is Monkey Island, and this is the art style that fits it, and I like it. I honestly do. So, good job, guys. Good job, devs. Thank you for allowing me to play this. You know, there is Patreon for support. I don't know why I mentioned that first. Do the like, subscribe, comment, dance. Check my YouTube's and Twitch channels by the same name. You can find me streaming more stuff, and, you know, playing and episodes of other first hours. This is like a first hour impression that again broke through. I need to stop doing this. This is the first hour, not an hour and a half or an hour and 10 minutes. And so, thank you. Till next time, as always, it's the stories that we play on the high seas and all that. See ya.